Hello, my planner friends. It's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be sharing with you my second video for my Christmas planner. This is my second video. I've already created the kind of the dashboards for each of the different dividers in my last video that I posted yesterday. So definitely check out the description down below if you want to check that out. But this video, I wanted to work on the pockets of the planner. So I got this planner, this DCWV planner from Walmart. Actually, it's walmart.com. And really love it. Love the red color. It's perfect for Christmas. So let's go ahead and jump in and show you what I did to create the inside of the pockets. So the first thing I did, and I did this off camera, was I put that little picture of my kiddo and Santa Claus in the little space where the heart is, and that is a probably a 20-year-old picture because my son is 21, and yeah, so that is that, and then I just stuck it behind the little plastic piece. Okay, so I am taking a piece of the scrap paper that came from doing all of the other pieces of the planner, and I have this red doily here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put some ribbon on top of this little 25 thing here. Just adding some little ribbon there, and then I am going to glue that onto that piece of paper. And then I just basically stuck that into the planner after I trimmed that ribbon up. Okay, and then we are going to play with this little button for like a good 30 seconds at least, figuring out the different spots that I can potentially put that. I end up putting it there, but not quite yet. I will eventually glue it down. All right, so I made a little, I'm going to make a little template here because I wanted that little reindeer piece in there, and I wanted it to look like there was a little hole in the card. So I just made a template with a little plastic piece and trace that around, and then I'm going to get my X-Acto knife and my cutting mat here, and I'm going to just cut that little heart out. Didn't work as great as I wanted it to, but it worked. It works fine. Just I really wanted it to have like a little, kind of like almost like a little frame around the picture. So I'm just taking my time and cutting it out pretty slow because I didn't have a lot of space there at the top. You can see it was a pretty tight fit there, but all right, so do we need to do a little bit of an adjustment? So I'm going to just kind of line that up and take my pencil and kind of trace around where it needs to be fixed. And then I'm just going to take my little handy dandy scissors here and just cut that little piece out. And then I do glue it on a little bit just here and there. I do use some pop-up dots just to kind of pop it off the page just a little bit. And after I did that, then I realized that I actually wanted to put a piece of paper behind that. So you'll see here in a second, I'm going to struggle with that a little bit. So this is all just pop-up dots. These are I got at the Dollar Tree in their little crafty section. All right, so there's that. Now I wanted to put some of this music sheet paper. I had a couple of pieces that were just kind of laying around. As you can see, now I'm trying to undo what I just did. And I put the dots around. It didn't really, so then I actually had to take that off and trim that up a little bit because it was showing where I cut the heart out. So I just had to trim that up a little bit and then get everything lined back up. All right, what's the next thing I end up doing? I played with that little joy thing for a little while, but it's not going to go there. I'm going to put something else there. All right, so I had that little piece that I think it says, what does it say? All hearts come home for Christmas. I had that was a little piece of scrap. I actually used the other backside of that page for something else. And since I had that still kind of together, I decided to use that. I did use a little punch in the corner there. You can see I used one of my little decorative corner punches. And then I had that other little piece of scrap. I used a bunch of scrap pieces. I just stapled on a piece of ribbon and then a little button that I think, did I add thread to that? Yeah, I added a little piece of thread to that and made a little bow. And that's looking good. And then I wanted to cover up or add just another little layer to that top pocket. So I just cut another little piece here and I'm going to slip that in there. And then I'm going to take that wreath and put that on there. Just looking for potential other options. So I'm just going through kind of all the die cuts and kind of seeing what's going to work and what's not. Just thinking I was going to like that tree, but that didn't work. And then I found that other die cut with the poinsettias, so I just put that kind of in the corner up there. I used one of the brads from the collection to adhere that little tag to that piece of paper. And then I also used another brad to add another little element to that. You'll see here in a second. Yeah, finally glued down that tree. And then that's a brad, but I actually took the back pieces off and I just glued it on to that piece of paper. And then I added a little star and glued that little piece down. And that is really what I did for my design for this. I really like it. And I hope that you guys did too. Check out my video tomorrow. We'll do a complete flip through of the entire planner. So I hope that you come back tomorrow for that. See you next time. Bye for now.